Wait, so
jack him?
he's like asking if we want to murk this guy?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So he's asking if we like want to murk this guy? Is that like what he's insinuating here?
You're not sure how lethal his suggestion is.
All we
But
hear is
he
the
is,
game
like,
is
kinda
rigged from the
suggesting,
start
like-
and then a gunshot.
Like, in a fight, you all could take this guy, and you might as well just take the car.
I kind of like pat the grip while it's in its holster. I just kind of give him like a thumbs up in case anything like goes wrong.
You're on standby.
Remember, you have the big boy in the trunk.
You also have me ready to absolutely
Just saw
I'll go
through
ahead
him.
and do that over here.
soul fuck him.
Oh. Well.
Look, you just shoved the soul directly into his ass.
It's just like if anyone looks out the side window to look behind the car, you just see smoke trailing out of it.
And blood.
What?
From the saw.
Oh no. Ah. Fair.
And you guys drive for about 10 or 15 minutes
Oh.
in sort of this eerie sing-song of the radio. And sort of when the song gets to its conclusion, the radio sort of crackles and distorts and then kind of chokes out. And then the whole car's like interior lights kind of go out.
Oh,
Ah,
And
shit.
all you can see are the headlights sort of just beaming forward. Is there anything else any of you do during this time?
I mean, Julian's lantern's still on, isn't it?
Nah, I mean, I can
And-
dim it
No,
to
he
5
he
feet,
he
so
unlit it.
it's very dim.
Okay.
Because I can reduce it to, like, 5 foot.
Huh.
But if it's
How does
like,
Tearful
actually
handle this?
bright, I definitely turn it down.
Tearful is kind of like on high alert mode. His eyes are kind of glowing that blue and red. He's not in like attack mode, but he's ready for danger to emerge.
Oh, what a good boy.
Sure, will run.
Definitely a few head pats and under the neck scratches. But yeah, that's it.
And the car just continues to pile on with you all sort of sitting around in it. And as you sit in this car, eventually you start to hear there's like a slight noise on the roof.
On the roof.
And you imagine it's the sound of like a pebble kind of bouncing off from like the road, or like an acorn falling off a tree. And then it's followed by another and another.
Can I look at the roof with see what
Well,
what's
actually,
on
Yurda,
it?
we'll get to you in a sec, but everyone else inside the car, Dante, you sort of look out to the left, and you see out the door water trickling down the side of the window. Yurtle, it begins to rain. And sort of like a waterfall, like Niagara Falls itself, there is just water just falling in all directions off of your little wicker hat.
At least
sorta
the wicker
acts like
hat
a-
protects the
Acts an
blonde.
umbrella against your face, but does not help the situation for the rest of your bodies. It spools everywhere. It's fine for the most part because like you're not wearing any clothes, but it does kind of begin to kind of collect in the trunk, and sort of the cooler begins buoyancy and kind of starts floating around in this space
Oh no,
as the rain kind of starts to come down.
that filled up fast.
Wow.
He's
This
gonna
is
grab
got
out
no
the Pepsi.
trunk.
He's out of it, and just like put them. Like just hold them whilst holding the door. Like the fuck. Didn't finish these. Why is it raining? Is it like really stormy right now?
The sky doesn't like that we stopped. We should start a new song.
When I hear something
Yeah.
hit the roof, I immediately turn to Dante and make like a hook with my hand. And look very distressed.
I
Before you point
rest,
out that it's the rain.
I rest my hand though on the grip, and I prepare an action to quick draw in case anything weird happens.
At least we weren't stuck out in this.
Don't
Wait,
you
is there
love it
any-
when you cough and get a headache?
Is there any back latches from the trunk to behind seats? I know some cars have that.
Some cars do have that, but this car does not.
Damn.
Glad we
I was gonna shove the
Admit it.
peppers through that.
You've made your
just a
bed. and
turtle
now
hand and a
you-
Pepsi come
I-
through the back.
I mean, can I make a hole?
He just
Yeah.
punched
No.
through the
If
Pepsi.
you want to stab your sword,
Oh god.
Oh no.
we can roll a
Oh,
d6 and see who it
a
hits.
heart attack.
See who it
Oh,
hit.
no.
It's definitely gonna hit one of us. Let's see who.
You're gonna fucking kill me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Could I, instead of using the sword, try carefully just dig into it?
Like with your claws.
Turtles do have claws, yes.
Make a claw attack for me against the back seat of the taxi cab.
Do I feel claws against my back?
We'll find out.
Okay.
8.
You
Good.
only get a few inches into sort of like the fabric before you hit solid steel. And it's very
Shit.
likely you're gonna be able to claw through that.
Solid steel.
So,
He's,
I believe-
this boy was
Oh,
prepared if someone was in the trunk.
It's one of those cabs.
I see what kind of cab it is now. I got you, fam.
And you guys ride on for a much longer period of time, and you sort of start to lose track of it, until you could be convinced that either like 10 more minutes or another hour has passed.
Like who's just watching out the window.
The rain seems to make the fog and the mist surrounding the entire forest much worse, as the air sort of picks up this similar to the window, just this very foggy, impossible to see through sort of thickness. And as you all sort of look out, Alesia,
Yes.
you're the first person to see shapes start to stand out in the surrounding. You kind of just pass what looks to be too thin and leafless to be a tree. And you see it as all these weird shapes, and it's gone before you have a second to make it out, but you want to say it was some kind of like tower or like a weather vane or something. And eventually the rest of you start to see houses and these bigger blocky shapes sort of just fly by, just sort of, you barely have a second to sort of differentiate them in the thickness of the fog before you pass by them. And you see that the muddy ground around the street sort of starts to give way to more paved road and sidewalk as it sort of rolls onto sort of different roads. And you see you slowly pull into some kind of village or city.
Oh. Oh.
It's going to take a sec, but then you're going to scroll all the way to the right.
Scroll all the way to the right. Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
And you see sort of the dim, shining lights of street lights sort of start to cascade through the fog. So you start to make out a city around you. See, this cab kind of pulls through the streets, kind of pouring past sort of the lit. Kind of pulls into this T intersection. And you see all three doors that are accessible to you on the taxi sort of pop open.
Is this going to be a Harry Potter and we just get kicked out?
No, it is not. Doors just all freely open. And the taxi driver does not do anything.
All right.
Yertle carefully unlodges the door, closes the boot, and will mending the latch so it's not broken anymore.
You fix up sort of the metal hatch of the trunk and you close it. It works like a charm.
Now there's just loads of water in there. What won't come out? That's his problem.
Better save me a Pepsi, you dog.
So now, with the doors open, you can all hear the sound of Yertle getting out of the trunk.
Thank
holding
God he's
the door
still
over
in
his
the
head
car.
like an umbrella.
Understandable.
Actually, no, he wouldn't use the door as an umbrella. He's used to not having anything to protect him from the rain.
no, I'm dead.
Oh no, you're dead.
Tearful's gonna hop out. Then Alesia's gonna try and get out and fucking fall because her legs are fucking. Her legs have had no blood flow.
Your legs are totally asleep. You sort of collapse and go and make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Oof.
You try to catch yourself on the car door and you sort of slip off the slick outer exterior metal shell, and you just manage to catch yourself on the ground before eating shit into the pavement. And you sort of catch yourself as Tearfully kind of helps prop you up and helps you kind of get to your feet.
That's rough, buddy.
I forgot zooming.
Leku creates the dancing light spell again, but coalesces them all into a little ball. And Leku's gonna check if the ball stops rain.
It's not going to stop rain. It's just going to fall through because it's just light.
Shit.
Hey, Dante, do you want this refreshing beverage?
Anyone got an umbrella?
Waddle over.
What's an umbrella?
Yeah, I shrug and start ruffling through my my wallet, and I pull out 5 big golds and kind of lean over the driver's seat and offer them to him.
He takes them, looks down at the gold, seemingly, again, you can't see his face at all. And you see he kind of makes this nodding motion with his head, like he's counting them. And he looks up, he nods at you, as if like accepting this is the right amount, and then he hands it back to you.
Oh, I look very confused. Do you?
And then he just, like assuming that whatever business just took place is done, he just turns back around and just faces outside with his hands on them.
Where are we?
He doesn't say anything.
Leku's going to create bone armor. Or, well, mage armor, but necromancy. So,
You see Leku sort of starts, pulls out his wand and kind of like waves it over himself, and sort of this wrapping of clothes sort of starts to appear over him as it melds itself into the shape of this like World of Warcraft style bone armor that encases his form.
should actually cast mage armor right now, actually, but, like, I'm gonna go with, fuck, yeah, this bone, fuck it.
It's okay.
How unnerved am
And
I?
Freckles climbs inside to be shielded from the rain.
Yeah, like, I'm sort of using it as a protection.
Your hair's still gonna get soaked though.
I know. I want to keep my uniform at least a bit dry,
Elliot
though.
crawls out after Dante.
Yertle smells like turtle.
Runs over to be under the door, kind of looking out against the fog.
I would actually like to ask, are we in, like, I know this is probably stupid, but we're now in Strahd's domain, right?
We don't know, man.
I ain't got any answers to that question.
Well, whatever. Bone armor
So,
is.
what's our plan, boys?
I get out with Miriam and kind of hold up my shield above us to try and shield us off. Reaching down
she
to mage hand.
Gets
in my...
very close to you, kind of putting a hand on your chest as if to kind of steady yourself with you, and to be underneath the shield as well.
My brother.
Not again!
I'm ready. Stop that shit. Get it out of here.
So we're in sync, man. Like a
Here
band.
becomes Julian.
Yeah, I reach. Well, I'm holding the shield up with my main hand, but with my other one, I turn on my lantern with my Majo.
I'm just gonna assume that Gale would get out of the car.
Yeah.
I drag him out.
Because he's dead.
At this point, as soon as all of you leave the car, all 3 doors slam shut very, very aggressively, and the car just peels off.
Yeah, there he goes.
It's just a bucket of water fucking spraying behind it, I'm
There
guessing.
he goes.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point. Yurtle,
No, I
Elliot, and
closed
Dante.
No, I closed the boot. When
Yeah,
I got
but the
out of it,
tires-
And, fixed it. And I fixed the boot.
No, like a bucket of water, like it's like spraying water up from the wheels, kind of.
Yeah.
No, we
Oh,
closed
yeah.
the door.
We closed the
No,
door,
but
it doesn't matter.
the wheels would kick up water from the streets, but it's not enough to like dodge out of the way of it. Just Yurtle's legs get a bit wet.
Okay.
Oh no.
What?
Wet legs.
Fuck.
The
I
fuck was
can't
not
fight
legs?
anymore.
That's a sentence.
We're all gonna die.
I
So
mean,
what?
if Leku's in the rain long enough, soon enough his legs are gonna fucking collapse from being overweighed by water.
You feeble, feeble man.
What buildings do we see around us? I immediately like get off the road.
Yeah. So,
That's a
Yaddle
good
doesn't know what a road is properly, so he's just gonna stand in the center.
Leku's casting dancing lights again.
Just holding the door over
My
Elliot.
blue light went back to. Does it still work? Yeah.
You might want to make a thing for that, Michael, because I'm going to
yeah,
use this a lot.
I did not have that as one of my readied light sources.
Julian isn't a light source anymore.
Yeah, I think my aura thing was.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You'll have to save that as the designated token thing, but
You're real. I'm gonna.
for now it ain't
Dancing lights.
no thing but a chicken wing.
Is there literally a folder for light sources?
Yeah, I mean, gotta have our light sources,
Dude,
man.
I made extensive use of the dynamic lighting.
Nice. I love it.
Elliot's gonna kind of grab you, Yurtle, to like move you out of the road because he wants to stand under the door to not get his vest wet. As he does so, make a perception check.
Okay. I'm assuming he has stuff
Why
that
have
he
we got
can't
one?
get wet in his vest. Fuck! All my luck has been drained, boys.
Oof.
I'm out of the fight.
It'll also make a perception check for me.
Protective shield
Okay,
of
sorry,
light.
sorry, one second.
Jeffy boy, Jeffy boy.
I have a shield
Julian, just really
of
quick to answer your question. You see that even though the streetlights kind of pierce against the fog, it's still everywhere except for the streets.
Ugh.
And you see especially behind you, there's sort of this thicket where the forest kind of creeps back in the sidewalk, and you see the mist is heavily obscuring everything you can see within that area, and you can't see anything through or past it. And you can't even see the trees behind the most exterior ones because of how thick the fog clings to this place.
Yeesh.
With your passive perception, you can see there's sort of this blackened mark against the street. It's kind of starting to wash off a little bit as the rain comes down, but it's thickly applied. You're not really sure what it is.
Spreading out my lights. Wait, I gotta follow the rule of the lights. I gotta remember the rule of the
And
lights.
if you scroll around the map, you can see everything the light source show you because you can see the lights out throughout the city.
Oh, the police car. Yeah. Police station.
We could go to the police station now.
yeah, I-
know where we're at.
Kind of like look back. I'm like, guys, there's a police station. They should know what's going on.
Police.
Fuck police.
What is a police?
Lawbringer. What the hell?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Put the door
looks
there.
like
What the hell happened
something.
here?
No, Elliot's under the door, so let's do
Can I
that.
investigate this shit? Is it like
So I can move all
explosions?
together.
Make an investigation check.
Kneel down, rub my fingers through it, lick my fingers, and look off into the distance.
Yeah, Leku positions the fucking orbs correctly, making sure they're all within 20 feet of each other. Basically, they just
So,
have to
Julian,
stay
you start
inside
looking
each other.
around, and you see this
Radius.
extremely old-fashioned car, like a car from like the 40s or 50s, with all these skid marks. And you see there are soot marks covering the street, as if there were small like fire explosions of like a bomb or like a grenade or something, or like a fireball spell kind of going off. You don't see any shrapnel that would suggest like an actual grenade, but there was like a burst of flame that appeared on these areas. And Alesia, as you kind of like look over at where the car is, you can see that the hood has been propped open and the engine has been removed.
Jesus.
Damn it.
Damn,
It looks previously though as if something had it looks like the front of it ran into something solid. There's a huge dent in sort of the front bender of the car, and you can see the driver's side door is open.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
I'm gonna like,
Almost had the-
quickly look left and right and then like jog across the street quickly. Just to make
Oh
sure
yeah,
I don't
Alesia
get
didn't
my
do that.
car.
She just kind of walked.
Yeah.
Road safety.
Everyone hold hands.
Welcome to the darkness, Gale.
I mean, by this point, we're in the magic street. We might as well safe.
Being in the street is normally bad for safety, but you also none of you hear any cars or any sounds of life.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make my way to like the door of the police station. If anything
Alesia's gonna
stops me.
Car.
Is anyone in the darkness? Yeah, people are in the darkness.
I have dark vision.
Well, that's fair, but Dante and Gale and Yo.
I am legally blind.
Stay with me, Dante. So you'll get wet. You have to be at the door.
Sprint to friend. No, I don't care.
You gotta wear your
the
jacket
door
over your
will
head.
be carried.
Is Gale in
Go
this?
try cover these guys with the
We're
door.
like running like a Roman, like the soldiers have the thing above their head. Yeah. I put my
As you guys
shield
run
in
up to
front
the
of me.
police station, you see there are no lights on inside the building.
Oh.
Does Gale exist? Or is he AFK?
Oh, Jeff,
Exist.
Just getting there.
You joining us?
you all see as you run towards the police station, all the lights are out. Across from the police station is a building that does have lights on. There's sort of a few flickering lights sort of across the street.
At Walmart.
And there are absolutely no lights in the building to the right of it.
Right of it.
Alright, Elysia's dark vision. I don't need word.
To the right of the Walmart or to the right of the police station?
The right of it, but like screen-wise, not like from the Walmart's perspective.
Whoops. There we go.
So over here.
The building to the right of all of you.
I don't see a building that way. That's all dark.
Yeah,
Those
it's
forests.
Yeah.
You also can't even see through because there's mist clinging all around it.
Well, I mean, if we're at the door, I'm gonna like try and open it, assuming I know where the door is.
The door's over here by the sign.
Okay, well that's where I am. I attempt to open it.
As you sort of pull on the handles, you see the door is locked.
Oof.
I knock loudly.
Inside, you can see sort of through like some dark. There's sort of like this white tiled floor with a couple desks and cabinets. You see there's lots of lamps and lights in there, but they're all currently turned off, and you don't see anyone in there.
Why did my phone ring? Why
Were
my phone
any of the
ring?
other houses up north like lights on or anything? There's like
There
a
was
cabin
one
with a
up
cooked
here.
door.
Yeah, you can see there is a place that has a bunch of shining lights actually, with a little sign that says "Blood of the Vine Bar and Tavern."
Oh.
always open for business. And then to the south, you can see this building that has lights on that says Walmart.
Perfect.
Well, I mean,
All right,
We
I'm going to
invade
Walmart.
Walmart.
we're
We
going to
conquer
Walmart.
Walmart.
Yes,
Alright, we're going to Walmart.
we're going to Walmart.
Yeah, it's been agreed we're all going to Walmart.
So is
Walmart.
I'm running it
Is
to. I'm running to it like it's the fucking promised land.
is Gale just gonna stay there, or am I called a boogie? Join the crew.
Have the two of you make investigation checks for me. Or perception, actually. Perception checks.
Walmart.
Perception check. I've just been leaving the light on for Gale to know where he is.
Like a little breadcrumb trail, yeah.
Yeah. So perception or investigation? I'm better
Perception.
at investigation. Okay. Let's see how it is. Oh, my lights just collapsed on each other. Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, just because Gale walked over, I didn't think you... Okay, sorry.
I keep them spread out so I can see everything.
Leku, you do not notice anything too out of the ordinary besides from what happened like with the car. You can tell that it definitely drove from that away.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to its trunk. Oh. Is there anything? Is there a trunk on it? Or...
There is a trunk, and you can see that it's closed, and the way it's kind of structured, you think that it's actually locked and needs the key to open it.
We have ways around keys.
I'm going to try
Like breaking and entering.
to wither it away with chill touch.
It's not organic, is it?
It's metal. You don't think that'd work?
Damn it.
You would need to either try to melt it, or to break through it, or to magically unlock it, or to unmagically unlock it. You can try to Arcana check to cast Knock.
I could, but that causes a fucking very loud sound.
You could also shove your small knife through it.
You just jab it.
I could just fucking knife it, but I'm not a.
You're not a
I'm
strong
going
boy.
to try.
Just gotta believe.
I'm going to try. Oh, I. Fuck. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to firebolt for now. And, try and melt it a bit. Melt away the lock.
Look back and just see a firebolt go off.
I mean, you see the lights flying around.
Just a
And just,
fizz. I mean, it is very misty, so...
yeah.
We're raiding Walmart.
Just
we
gonna
are raiding Walmart.
quickly do
I'm at
some.
the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell.
I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco.
Do you make the firebolt attack roll?
Oh, right. 1
Hit
second.
him. I got the potion of greater healing.
Okay. Fight. So it's 1d20 plus my thing.
What?
It's a firebolt. What are you on about?
I mean,
Well,
it's
do you
just.
Do you not have firebolt?
I do not have fireball.
Then you'll need to roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
Oh, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
I'm just
I think
gonna roll
it's a D10
chill
fireball.
touch because it. Oh, it just go. Okay. A d10. There you go. 9. I tried to grab something before, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, you flick the wand out, and you see this fire kind of sizzle. You see it succeeds in scorching the metal, kind of leaving another black scorch mark like there's on the. But it doesn't persist for long enough to actually melt the lock off.
Okay.
You think you need a heat metal spell?
I mean, heat metal heats the metal. It doesn't melt it.
It
I know, but
does
you can
get
heat
to
it
the
and then,
point
like-
where it's piping hot, which would make it
Bash
easier
at
to
it.
mold
To,
and that.
yeah, to bash.
Gale, could you help me out here?
Sure, what do you need?
I'm looking for stuff.
Okay.
I like
I
how
mean,
Leku the good
this
boy
a
is looting
crashed
someone's
and
car.
abandoned car. Maybe we can find more information on what's going on the inside.
Who's just robbing
Okay.
a car in the middle of a street.
What's
Gale, you can see that the driver's side door is open, and then Leku is currently pointing to the trunk, which has had like this big scorch mark on it from where Leku set it on fire.
I mean, if the police aren't here, well, that's probably unimportant, but okay.
If the police
That's a
aren't
sword.
around, it's fine.
So Gale, it's very easy to stab through this thing as you raise this crystal sword and stab it through the trunk. But it's hard to sort of like break it open with a sword blade.
Oh no, that's
Scratch-
fine. I just continue stabbing until the lock part's gone.
Scratch the police comment from Lecker because he probably wouldn't know what a police is considering his circumstances.
You would know what police are. From
Yo,
your
what the
time at
fuck are
Spinfest,
police?
at this
Oh.
point you've know like you would know like what like police are just from like growing up before you were with the old man.
Okay, fair enough.
Like the little town you were in had like police officer.
Gotcha. Didn't know that much. No, I didn't.
But you wouldn't have the greatest concept of the law because you grew up without.
Yeah,
So Gale, you
that's
just keep
more what I was
stabbing
thinking.
viciously. It's hard to make big enough holes to really keep going at it. You'd have to be here for like an hour to actually make a big enough hole to get in through just stabbing it alone. But you could do it if you wanted to sit out here for the entire hour and make like a day of it. You could physically break into this trunk.
I mean, hey man, we're just going into Walmart.
But after the one good stab, you think if there's anything like breakable in the trunk, that would be a bad idea.
Actually, try to pry it open.
You think that might damage your sword if you had
No.
like a crowbar?
I have shield.
I mean, shouldn't we
You think if
go
you do bad
with
on
the
any sort of
others?
related skill check to open it, it might damage your shield.
Wait,
The
well,
others
I
are
do have a
going
crowbar.
into another area. Let's
Buy a
just
crowbar in
let's just
Walmart.
leave this and go.
I actually do have a crowbar.
You do?
Yes.
Do
Make a strength check. Oh, easy.
Pop that son bitch.
You sort of like wedging it in the slash you made. You take the crowbar and you push against the lock mechanism at the trunk, and Leku kind of like casts another firebolt to kind of help and aid the process, and you pop the trunk wide open, and you see inside is this green like military canister. You think for like ammunition. And you see in the back there is a non-automatic pistol.
Lecker picks it up. What is this?
Gale, you would also know what a gun is.
This,
Oh,
this is
okay.
the thing. This is the thing that Elysia and Dante walk around with.
Yeah, I know, but like, what model?
It's
is
our
this?
boomstick.
That's essentially what you had all things say up. Boomstick.
Boomsticks.
Yeah.
While the world this game takes place in has very many guns that I don't know much about, right now, for all we're concerned, it is a non-automatic pistol.
Non-automatic pistol. Okay.
It's like a
I mean,
Mauser or
I
something?
suppose-
What else is inside?
Well,
Aside from the
ammo.
ammunition and the pistol, you see there's like this leather satchel that's sort of like cracking it open. You see there are two like canteen metal water bottles, and there's like 5 cans of canned food in there.
Ah,
Sweet.
Shall
Danny.
we
There's
put
stuff like
this-
dehydrated peaches and like chicken noodle soup.
give some soup, boys.
Shall we put this all in my bag? Since
It goes-
well, it's a bag.
You guys
of
can you
holding?
guys can debate amongst yourselves in the text how you split the loot.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a gat.
I've already got
He's
one.
already got the gun.
The rest of you, however,
Do I have Cerberus yet or not?
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
we're in
not yet.
Walmart.
Okay, so I need a gun still.
Well, yeah.
Hoboken.
Yeah, but time to saw our way into Walmart.
The rest
Yeah.
of you enter Walmart.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now at Walmart,
Oh, hell yeah.
still buy guns.
They might have stopped selling video games, but they still sell guns.
Oh yes,
Oh, man.
yes.
I don't like the sound of that. What's going on?
Don't-
Wow, I'm
No, what-
offended. I'm offended by that spelling of Christopher.
Oh yes.
Where?
Leku and Gale, is it your intention
Oh.
to go into the Walmart after them?
Yeah, let
Okay,
them go
I'm
ahead.
gonna put you in there for
stream.
stream's sake, but you guys aren't gonna be able to do anything for a couple seconds.
Yeah,
Oh, it's brilliant.
that's
You guys will be
fine.
off in corner here.
Yeah,
I got turned down.
understandable.
Oh my god.
So the rest of you
Billy.
walk into this filthy, horrible-looking Walmart.
We can see their health, by the way.
Why do they? Why do,
Take-
We can
why
see
do
their
they
numbers.
Take
Christopher
one
have
of
so
them,
much
not
health?
Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher's fucking
fuck us
stacked,
up.
bro.
He's a chunky boy.
He
I will
will.
warn you that's gonna happen with a couple of the NPCs and monsters early on in game.
Yeah, so one's just a
What?
citizen and one's an important citizen.
One
Wait, what?
crumple
Nothing.
us. No
How do
worries.
you tell one is an important citizen?
Look at him.
One of them had 4 health, the other had 122.
Look at
Oh,
look
okay.
at this guy.
He could crumple us with his mind.
He's ready to frickin' go. This
I don't know. I like Ralph.
Yeah, I immediately like
Billy
seeing a human. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, not to be like
Thank
racist
God,
against like
yeah, like-
elves or anything, but like seeing a
You guys
person.
see this sort of tall, thin black man with sort of this very enthusiastic, chipper smile and this Walmart uniform. Sort of leans on this heavily glassed over gun and knife.
I grab a grocery cart. I want this one. Ah, yeah. There we go. Okay, and then I wheel. Oh, I got 2 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm running over.
you ever
Christopher?
dual wield shopping cart?
I wheel
Doing
them
that
over.
is so much fun.
And he says, "Well, hey fellas, welcome to Walmart. What can I do for you?"
It's just actually Walmart.
Can I get the big juice up here?
All right, so I see
You
an
see
M-
this thick, chubby kind of Asian kid with sort of this flopped over bowl cut.
He's Asian.
Yeah, no, he's Asian. Don't worry.
I can't even tell.
No, he's Asian. Trust
Same
me.
here.
Wow, that's racist.
No, like he just doesn't. He looks like a normal American guy.
He looks like a kid I work with, actually, which is really weird.
You work at Walmart?
He looks maybe half Asian.
Okay, all right.
Maybe half
understand.
Asian, half black, maybe.
I work at
Mm,
Kroger's.
What?
half Asian, half black.
And you see this guy has a name tag on that says Billy Ralph.
Billy Ralph.
This guy has a name tag that says Christopher on it.
2 first names. He's a man to be feared.
Well, you say that, but Christopher has no last name.
He's got no last name, which makes him untrustworthy.
Unless his last name is Topher.
No, he's Christopher.
Christopher,
Oh,
Christopher.
no.
Oh, Lord. I like put my hands on the side of this cart and I'm like, dude, where are we?
Christopher just smiles at you like this big toothy smile, and kind of squints his eyes as he just like shows you his pearly whites and doesn't say anything, and then just goes back to stacking Dorito boxes.
Oh no.
And you see Bill Ralph says, "Oh, I can help you over here."
I want that one.
Yeah, gun, please.
He says it to Julian, but then he turns to you, Dante, and he says, "You looking to buy a rifle?"
Yes.
Slap my hands on the top of the glass. I'm like, where are we?
No, Julian. Guns first, then question.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dante, not Dante. Julian, I don't think they're gonna ask for ID. I think we'll be fine.
Alesia totally has Percy's ID.
Just your dad's ID.
He says to Julian, "Well, you're in Barovia Village, fella."
So is that... How far is that from New York?
New York? He says, "Buddy, you're across the country. We're in Oregon."
It was Oregon. Yes.
Strahd's in Oregon, huh?
Dante, he turns to you. And he sort of shows you the and he's got all sorts of guns for sale.
Dude,
You
get
see,
that
he's
motion.
selling a similar model to your revolver. There's a price tag on that for 350.
Oh,
You see, he has also similar to what Leku has in his hand, non-automatic pistols for that do 1d10 that are 250. He has automatic pistols which do 3d8 for 800.
Oh shit.
He has hunting rifles that do 2d10 for 450. And then he has a shotgun for sale that does 2d12 for 500.
I got $80.
Actually, you should have 90.
Oh.
Because
That-
your
that
military
definitely
background
helps.
gives you the 10 extra.
Okay, I didn't know if I got to add that on or if like the rolling superseded that or.
Nah.
Okay. We might have to come back. to
Julie says, "Did you just roll in here?"
uh-huh.
Well, that happens, and he kind of puts forth a hand to like comfortably like the arms you have like hastily like desperately like across this glass table, kind of like puts an affectionate hand on your mage hand, kind of tap. And he says, "Well, you're gonna love it here. We have lots of fun prices, all for sale. And I'm sure everything here is something you need."
Is my mage hand normal?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
DM rubs his hands together evilly.
Wait, what?
The DM, me, I rub my hands together evilly when I say that.
Guns are too expensive.
Say
God
what?
damn it.
His mage hand looks normal.
Oh,
I take a deep breath and look around. I'm gonna go grab some food. I'm gonna grab some Doritos.
So you can literally spend $1 and pick out, basically from the food here, basically a full meal.
Oh hell yeah! Grab just
$1 or a gold? Hold on.
In
Totally
this,
gold.
alternate reality where magic exists, America has reverted back to a gold standard because of the magical importance of gold.
Okay.
So basically all of your quote-unquote gold/dollars, they're golden $1 coins.
the doubloons.
So they're both gold and dollars.
Gold notes that agents would use, which are literally like.
Do they still have like U.S. presidents on them and shit?
Oh yeah,
Neat.
What's
so,
the current president?
Gold is $1. Cool.
irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't, is there even one?
There is. He's actually a king.
Oh.
A lot happened in the last 70 years of this universe.
Hey, look. God save the king. Anyways.
Actually, like, the tavern, the Blood and the Wine Inn probably has, like, a lot better food than, like, Doritos and beef jerky.
I mean, but you can take the Doritos with you for later.
That's 100% true. I grab some Doritos and stuff them in my shirt.
No, I actually.
Well, I don't steal. I buy Doritos.
Miriam kind of goes over and gets like 3 things of fruit snacks and kind of just like puts them into your hand.
Okay.
Hey,
Buy fruit snacks as well.
I might have to stop soon.
Oh no.
I started doing antidepressants and the headaches are fucking killing me.
Wax. Oh, heavy.
But yeah, like the thing I posted for you, is that kind of what the dollar looks like?
No, definitely not.
I imagine it's just like the U.S. dollar coin.
Yeah, like Australia has dollar coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put a picture of one in the chat.
They could be like wafer thin.
Yeah, I know what a dollar coin is. I
Note
just,
like gold leaves.
Yeah.
It's like this.
So just a dollar coin.
Yeah.
Dollar coin. I have a heavy wallet, if that's the case.
$10 coin.
Now, in this universe, did we still beat the Infernal Empire to the moon?
Not them specifically, but yes.
Perfect.
They're
just
like already
teleported to the
on the moon before they got to Earth.
No, you can't cheat with magic. You have to do it with the rocket.
Nah. It's too late.
You gotta use gas.
Raw gas.
But Irish, if you do need to tap out at any point, just feel free. We won't go too much longer after you leave.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna tap out now.
Okay,
Honestly,
that's
though.
fine.
Feel free to
me
come
outside.
back in anytime.
It's okay, man.
Also, love you all, and I'm happy to be back.
Oh,
It's good to be
Yeah,
back.
glad to
That's
have you back,
good.
man.
that's wholesome.
Alright, one down, five
Do
to
we come
go.
in by this point?
Oh shit.
Yeah, at this point, Leku and Gale walk in. Elliot grabs a pack of ciggies.
Oh yeah.
Smoker.
Where's the rolly paper?
The rolly
I need,
paper?
that- I need new rollies because ones Yaddle did have would have gotten wet. So it needs to re-roll that shit.
Are you looking for
know.
drugs or paper?
He's looking for the paper to
Rolling
roll the
paper.
drugs.
Okay, yeah, paper here is $2.
Fucking.
Okay, I gotta ask, who am I voting for? What's
Yeah,
this-
who are we voting for?
What's this vote thing?
You all see.
Oh no.
Bill Clinton.
If that's Strahd.
Vote for Strahd?
It does not say vote for Strahd, although I wish it did.
Oh, it's the opposition.
You all see a campaign poster that loudly proclaims to vote for Mayor Drake Brooks.
Oh. I point at him and look at Billy. Who's that?
Well, that's the mayor.
Why do we have to vote for him then?
There's no need to. It's just a campaign poster for the re-election.
Oh.
Is anyone running against him?
Nope.
I'm formally announcing my candidacy for mayor.
You got my vote.
You got mine.
I've already-
He,
already
his
won.
his sort of chipper, sort of pearly white attitude, like goes completely like serious when you say that.
Oh no.
And he turns to Julian and he says, "Will that be all, sir?"
How much is ammo?
So pistol bullets, $40 for 20. For rifles, it's 60 for 20.
Holy shit. Anyone looking at this would never guess we're playing Curse of Strahd right now.
Yeah.
We're in a Walmart buying gats and ammo.
Doritos from
Strahd.
from
and
Christopher.
cigarettes.
This is on the Roll20 module for Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, obviously.
Holy crap. I buy
Alright.
a Cornetto as well. I'm gonna buy a mint
Uh,
Cornetto and I'll...
What
Listen, from all the changes I've made converting this to modern times, I'm just gonna tell you, we're just getting started with this shit.
Oh.
All right,
Actually-
so
I love it.
I'll
I
put
love it.
I'll put a box of pistol ammo in the cart, and then I go over to this section and I put like one of those little like tiny bottles of toothpicks in the cart. And then I find a can of beans.
Gotta get the jerky, man.
Yeah, you find a can of beans.
Beans and jerky.
Specifically, these beans.
Heinz beans?
How much for
Oh no, these
some...
beans.
These baked beans in tomato sauce, 31 variety.
How much
Absolutely,
for
you find them.
a thing of tobacco?
You
And
just
the thing
open
the
up
thing of
the
toothpicks is less than $1, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
How much for a bag of tobacco? I'm gonna spin my shit.
Elliot comes over with you, Yurtle, and he puts down 5 packs of cigarettes.
Oh my god.
So we're getting a bag of tobacco, some rolly papers for the tobacco, some filters, and some packs of tobacco, some packs of cigs. We're set.
And you see Elliot cashes it all.
Oh, what? Free.
Elliot's fucking loaded.
No,
Man.
we both smoke. It makes sense.
It's only like $20. Ciggies ain't that cheap.
Yes, that's fucking. That's cheap comparative to what it's actually priced in real life. Thinking that. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I was gonna think of something else.
Anyone buy anything else?
Is there a cook's kit?
Cook's utensils, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Because I imagine we'll be doing a lot of camping.
Yeah, can we buy like camping supplies?
That'll be a lot more survival based.
It's 1 gold.
Alright, I put that in the cart.
Okay,
And then I go to checkout.
can I just state before anything happens, I know exactly what I'm doing with Gil's money.
What?
So, is a Twinkie a ration?
A Twinkie?
A Twinkie?
Is a Twinkie a what?
A ration.
Yeah, if you buy enough.
Twinkie.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
spent $50
ration.
exclusively at Twinkies.
15
is
gold
not good.
exclusively. How many rations is 15 gold in basic?
Quite a lot actually.
I think that's like a
That's like
2,000.
their whole stock of.
15
why-
gold, that'd be 30 days worth of Twinkie.
Oh shit!
That's a lot of Twinkies,
Yeah.
my guy.
That's their whole.
You know that
stock of
also, that
Twinkies.
would super not be worth it because Twinkies are gonna go bad pretty fast.
What? No, they don't. Twinkies are fucking forever, man.
Twinkies are
Zombie
forever
life.
food.
No. No.
Like I said, yeah, Twinkies specifically probably wouldn't go bad, but
They're like hardtack.
well, they're gonna get stale though.
That's why you keep them in the airtight sealed packaging.
You'll ziplock that shit.
Also known as the bag of holding.
Also known as the bag of holding. You know, my bag of holding is gonna have a lot more than just room for Twinkie.
No.
Yeah.
Twinkie bag.
How much were the beans again?
Well, so if you're gonna buy a day's ration worth of beans, it's 50 cents.
Okay, I'll just buy a ton of beans. The beans.
Thinking about false beans?
You just open up great big can.
You can't
of
buy a
Whoop
kitchen gun, bro. They're too OP.
It's just a bunch of canned bombs.
Elliot lights a smoke and just walks over to the door by Alesia.
Oh, he just probably broke about 15 smoking ones.
Abandonment?
Yeah, it'll start spinning some tobacco and weed together and rolling it up.
Wait, Gail wants to buy a gun? A kitchen gun?
Kitchen gun.
You've seen the video.
Bang!
Bang!
So I think I'll buy.
Hey, it sparkles like you.
Ah,
I mean, I can also buy toilet grenades, I guess.
Okay. So if a can of beans is only 50 cents.
We're just gonna fucking walk up
Dante's
to
actually doing
Strahd.
this math.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk up to Strahd and fucking have like a fucking semi-automatic and just light him up.
Can I
Also,
attempt
writing it
to
down,
cast Detect Magic?
A single ration weighs 2 pounds.
I want to attempt to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, so we're going for weight as well?
I can get
Oh,
10 can of
shit.
beans for only $5?
That's a lot of beans for $5.
That's a
Michael,
lot of beans!
Yeah,
are we actually doing weight?
we are actually doing weight.
I'm glad I took the bag of holding then, because it's...
Like variant rule of weight or normal weight rule?
Okay.
I forget the difference. We're just gonna go with whatever. Roll 20 says you're encumbered. You're encumbered.
Okay, so I have ages before I'm encumbered.
I got a fucking...
Yeah, I don't want to be super strict, but I do want to keep it somewhat plausible.
I'm gonna have to open up a new page and just find out the weight of all these items.
Alright, so I buy 20 cans of beans
20 bean. 20
Dante,
bean.
I'm gonna
beans.
give you 15 gold just for beans.
for 80 for 10,
That's a lot
10
of beans.
bucks. I buy 20 cans of beans. And then
Oh,
I spend 40 on the 20 pistol ammo, so now I'm up to 40 bullets.
okay, let's see. Bottle of black.
Yeah, can I attempt to cast Detect Magic on myself? I do not have it as a spell, but I do have spell slots. I want to see if there's anything magical.
One.
You cast Detect Magic. Make
Well,
an
I
Arcana
have,
check
yeah, I
for
have
me.
to roll. Yeah, I can't afford it. Oh!
Ooh, you're gonna use that 15?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 15, so it's a 20.
That's a 20. Alright. Your eyes glow with this bright blue. Your mage hand glows. Your lantern on your hip glows. Miriam's scarf glows. And both of your wands do as well. Everyone else's magic items and wands. What are you specifically looking for?
Their inventory, just seeing if they have anything magical that we don't know about. Like there's a magical gat behind the counter we don't know.
Some magic rollies.
Yeah, some like knife that's more magical than it might seem.
You see there's nothing magical on sale.
Okay.
You see some slight magic in the electricity powering the lights, and then so
I'll look at Christopher closely.
he looks like a beefy boy,
Chunkster.
but he is not magic.
He's a beefy lad.
Alright. I keep it on because Detect Magic lasts a while. Fellas, I'm gonna go to the blood wine? On the wine?
I'll join you on that, whatever that is.
I assume it's an inn of some sort.
Miriam says we shouldn't split up. We should try to stick together.
Yeah, I'm just proposing we all go there because it seems like we might be able to sleep, and it's like 1 AM.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
So I'm gonna wait.
So Julian, did you finish your shopping?
Yeah.
Like who's finished his shopping too.
I'll add what I have. I gotta go right. I have
So Dante, you're done?
Yeah, I bought everything. I'm down to 39 bucks.
Jesus.
39 big ones. What? I bought like 20 beans.
I know, and ammo.
Which, incidentally, only weigh about 0.6 pounds. So I can carry them for days.
No, actually. Rations? Wait, 2.
Rations normally
But I
weigh
looked up bean cans on...
2
That's not how it works.
pounds.
No!
2 pounds per ration, but
You're still not overweight, though.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can carry some if you need them anyway.
Is the weight in pounds?
Yeah, I think so.
it was in kilos.
How much does
Just
the
all
50
of your
feet of
backpack.
hempen
Like, when I
rope
was in
weigh?
film, I had to carry, like, 80 pounds on my back, like, all the time.
Nice.
Leku and Gale, you guys buy anything else?
No, I'm leaving.
In all seriousness, I will buy a Twinkies worth of rations. A rations worth of Twinkies. Correction.
Alright, just, you do the math.
Fuck, I'm still over carrying capacity. I can't carry much.
Put
Ah,
in
you're
your
not
bag
bad
of
at
holding.
holding.
I know, but like, I'm playing.
Even with the clothes on your back, it's too much.
Back to the loading screen.
Oh boy, I'm thinking about
Be
boss
careful, because
beans.
Barovia Village is going to take a second to load, like, every time.
Yep.
Wait,
why
we
don't we
never
just
checked
why don't
the
we just
police
skip the
car.
load and go straight to the
Yeah, we're going straight to the blood and the vine.
Yeah.
unless we're gonna be attacked.
Or we loot the police car.
Ah, we can do that on the way out.
Yeah,
There.
probably best
It's
not to loot a
I'm not gonna
town.
really get into it.
Sounds like it's only a meeting that wants to be done.
I don't want to fuck with the cops first day we're here.
Dante,
I'll see if Elliot's willing
How do we get
willing
to
to fuck
Barovia?
with the cops.
In the block.
how the hell did we get into Oregon?